Hello there, I'm Neimit and welcome back to Driven Till Destruction, but it's Brick Rigs. I changed the time of day a bit so you could see Bob's face, so instead of like 1:30 p.m. we had last time, it's like 10:20 a.m. or something, but whatever, let's get into it. So I decided to start off the episode with another one of my creations, and this is the airport car that I made. It has lights and a little flashing light, and it even comes with like little trailers, but I don't think we would make it very far with them, so I spawned the version without them, and let's see how far we can get. Let's go. So this car does have some speeds and drift, like most of my cars. I really always put a overpowered engine in them, and this is a real pain to handle, but when you have the trailers you kind of need more strength, but we don't have the trailers. And so far nothing broke off this car. We're just absolutely drifting. Oh, and rocks. Oh, that was a nasty hit. Don't lose the little antenna. Oh, we lost the little antenna. Well, that is disappointing. We still have the little blinking light, of course, so that's good. Of course, that was made for safety. If it ever falls off in real life, you know, you need the extra. Like, if a plane comes and it goes too low and it hits off your little antenna on your car, you need the next plane to see you're still there. No, of course not. I just put it for effect. If anyone new is watching this, the rules are that we have to try drive the cars as hard as we can and stay on the track somewhat. If the car goes under 30 kilometers per hour, it is automatically what do you call it? Well, out of the game. And of course, the cars also have to make the turns and stuff, because if the car can't make the course, then it's kind of disqualified too. We leave the cars that die on the track so we know where they all are, so at the end of the episode I can check where each car ended up and make a fancy little screen at the end, or not very fancy, but a little screen. So this car is really a pain to drive. I should have not picked any of my creations on this course. Like, that was a terrible idea. I am probably gonna go on with only user creations from now on, cause my creations suck. Well, visually they are okay. Wouldn't say they are great, but yeah, otherwise they are terrible to handle. This car is just so bad at driving. I'm surprised we made it this far and not hit any big rocks yet and disintegrated the car, because that is what I expected to happen, kind of. If this car makes further than the SUV from the last episode or the rally truck, then that's gonna be kind of sad, because this car's kind of bad. And I think actually we're gonna make it further than the Camaro, which is gonna be interesting indeed. We already are further than the truck and the, well, of course, the Aventador Lamborghini. That just was a total mess. And we're going down this straight part here, and I can't even keep the car straight on the straight parts. This is just terrible. Oh, come on. Oh, I just want this car to break already, so I can take a different car to drive. But of course, I'm not gonna purposely destroy the car, because that would kind of suck, and we wouldn't see the real comparison of how far the cars made it. Oh, would it just stop spinning? Oh, we're missing all our front bumpers and stuff. I didn't even notice. And we're making it. I think this is somewhere where the SUV ended up. I think it was behind this rock somewhere, near the river, of course. So I think we made it further than the SUV, which, if we did, that's quite surprising. Of course, we'll see that on the end screen. Oh, I think we're gonna beat even the SUV. I mean, not the SUV, I mean the rally truck. We might actually beat the rally truck. I think we may beat the rally truck already. This car is the furthest of them all, I think. Not sure. Oh, that was a nasty hit over there and a flipping. Oh, but the car is still up and running. We lost all of our sides and decoration and everything, but we're still driving. It looks more like a little quad bike thing now instead of a airport car, but it's still working, and that's important. Well, I wouldn't say this car ever really worked with its terrible drifting. Oh, this is actually probably where the SUV, no, I mean the rally truck. I keep messing them up. This is where the rally truck ended, I think. So this car is probably the furthest of them all. Oh, and now we lost everything else. This car is totally broken, but it still drives, and that means we can continue on. As long as the car drives, it drives, and that's the end of it. Even if it's on 3 wheels or 2 wheels or whatever, if it goes over 30 kilometers per hour and makes the turns, we can continue. Oh, and there's another block coming loose. Boom, and it left. And there's another one coming loose, that yellow one over there. Oh, we actually made it past the river part. This is the hill. Well, of course, if the car doesn't make the hill, it's disqualified too. Let's try and turn ourselves into the hill and let's go up. Oh, well, that was a way to go up the hill, I guess. And we're, well, obviously the furthest now. Oh, little rock over there? Nothing. This car is incredible. Are we gonna make it all around the course? I hope not, because I really don't want to drive all around the course with this car. But I want you to make a good score, of course, but not too good, because I don't think any car is gonna beat this already. Oh, wow, you are insane. Already like 6 minutes driving this car. Of course, if the car didn't spin out so much, I bet we'll be way further by this, at this point. Oh, we probably should add in one more rule in this little game of ours. If our little character Bob dies, then it's over for the car too. Because that's probably also an important thing. Safety of the car. I think that's important to know the safety of the car. And if the car isn't safe enough and Bob dies, well, then Bob dies and that's it. This car is really going far. This seems like an easy part of the track, so we can get up some speed here. Oh, come on! Don't spin out on me. Oh, look at his face. He's just totally enjoying himself. He's just making fun of me. Come on, Bob. Get on the track. Get up there. Come on. Drive your little car. There we go. This car is really far already. I can't believe any car made it this far. I didn't expect it to get this far. I totally did not expect this airport car to be this far. I expected it to like break in the first part of the course. Is this car even breakable? This car just keeps going. And there's like basically nothing left. Oh, well, that's the end of the car. The seat fell off. The car itself still works. Bob died, I think, so that's another disqualification point. But look at the car, it's just continuing on its own. This car doesn't even care that we're not in it or the seat. It just keeps on going, I guess. Well, see you somewhere, car, when you get somewhere. Well, let's get back to the... Oh, Bob didn't die. He was just lying on the ground in shock of that car. Well, let's get back. So, the next car we're gonna go with is this beautiful BMC Spectre made by Batteries. Again, like last episode, I am not intentionally picking the same creators. I guess they just make a lot of cars. Let's turn our headlights on and let's get going. Oh, this car has some speed. Let's hope it doesn't end here like the Lamborghini. Nope, we made it farther than the Lamborghini. Definitely low clearance to the ground. I think the Lamborghini had the same clearance, but that car just didn't make it. This car is making it quite far. Though it is damaging our little Bob. Oh, what's that thing falling out? Oh, lots of parts falling out from the car. Oh, little bricks here. Oh, whoa, what's going on? Oh, Bob. Why did you leave the car? Hey, Bob, don't jump out of the car. You know you shouldn't jump out of the window while driving. It's not safe. Okay, Bob didn't die, so we can continue. Unless Bob, of course, maybe can't die. We're gonna check that out after this car. But I do see him getting damaged. Oh. Is that the end of the car? I think we lost the engine. Let's try coast as far as we can. Come on. And that's gonna be the end of this car. We lost the engine. Knocked it out. Yeah, this car may make it a bit further by coasting down this hill. See, the engine just popped out. Bye, engine. We don't need you. We can continue on without you, it seems. It's stopped. Okay, so that's the end of this car. Now, let's test out if Bob can die. See, let's put him over here. Let's drop him. And let's see if he dies. Yeah, he does die. He does die. So that's okay. Bob can die. So that's totally a feature of this challenge. If Bob dies, he dies. End of the thing. So this is the LP Sport GT by Trance. And let's see how far we can make it with this car. It is sporty, I guess, but it has a high clearance. So I think this car could do a decent job at going around the track. Okay, let's get into the first turn over here. There isn't anything too dangerous in this section unless you hit that rock over here. And we did clear the rock, so that's gonna be fine. We have a lot of smoke coming out of the exhausts of this car. Let's see how far we make it. Oh, this car is again losing control. I really hope I can pick cars that don't lose control this easily. I really don't like when cars drift on me. It's really hard to drive with them. Oh, a two-wheeler right there and a one-wheeler, I think. And let's continue over the debris over here of the airport car. No, that's this car. The sport one, whatever it was called. Oh, we hit the rock over there. Oh, a wheel is gone. Well, that is unfortunate for this car. Let's see if it can continue without that back wheel. It looks like we might be able to continue this track without that wheel. Oh, and now we lost another wheel. Now that might be the end of it for this car. Yeah, it can kind of move along, but on two wheels you can't really get anywhere. Yeah, you can just spin around, so that's the end for this car. Made it further than the previous car, so definitely not the worst of this episode, but one of the worst in overall ratings. So this is gonna be our next car, the Audi Quattro Rally, made by Bugevino. So this car I would expect it to make it further, not like the last one. I really did not expect the last one to, like, disintegrate so soon. I expected that car to make it quite far, but I have the same expectations for this one, maybe even bigger than for the last one. So let's see how far we can make it in this car. Hopefully it's not as drifty as the other car, and it seems to be handling quite well. It seems to be really stable and not as drifty as any of the other cars we had before. So that's gonna be nice to drive with this car, unlike my airport car. That was a terrible experience. I really don't want to experience that again. This car is really doing well on this track. It's turning the corners perfectly. There are no issues so far. Oh, unlike this spin out over here. Let's make it past this debris of this car. There, I think we managed to get out of that pretty well. And let's see if we can make it past the debris of this car. I am forgetting the names of the cars. Oh, there's the big hill and a nice jump for this Audi, and we're continuing. This car is really well engineered. Like, Bugevino did a really good job at making this car, I must say. This car is a pleasure to drive. It's amazing. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. We lost a wheel. Oh no, it still goes with just one front wheel. Well, that is really good. 15 kilometers per hour with just 3 wheels. We are losing some pieces, but we're still driving and we're still in the competition because we can make the turns. So this car is really, well, it still handles very well with only 3 wheels. So that's very well made. This car is very well made. The wheel could have been maybe a bit stronger. I expected the car to last a little bit longer on 4 wheels, but now it seems to have even stabilized and looks like we never even needed that 4th wheel almost, unless we're turning right, which we are currently. But on left turns it does perfectly. And even on small little right turns it doesn't do too bad. And we're making it at 100 kilometers per hour with 3 wheels on this car. This car is really astonishingly good. We're losing some pieces every time we turn right at this speed, but that is to be expected. We lost something big over there. That might be a bit worrisome, but I think we can make it further than the SUV in this one maybe. And we probably made it further than the red car in the first episode already. We shall see on the end on the little screen that I'll make. Yeah, this car is really a pleasure to drive even on 3 wheels. Way better than most of the cars I've driven, even like on 3 wheels, which is... Oh no, a rock. Oh, that was a nasty spin of the car. And we lost a lot of parts and another wheel. This might be the end of this car. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe we're continuing on 2 wheels? Wow. Now that is an astonishing job. Like, look at this car. 2 wheels. This is incredible. Oh. Now that might be the actual end of the car. Yep, that's the end of the car. I managed to steer into that rock by accident and the car totally fell apart. Which is a shame. I really hoped we would make it further with this car because it was very nice to drive this car. And now let's have a look at the results. In first place we have my airport car, which made by far the furthest. The distance it drove is very surprising, but on the other hand the car was very drifty and it was a pain to drive. In the end it got taken out by its seat falling off. The Audi Quattro Rally managed to place itself as 4th on the leaderboard. It almost made it to 3rd place, but it fell apart just a few meters behind where the police SUV got disqualified. And then in 7th place we have the LP Sport GT, which barely got past the BMC Spectre, because right after that its wheels fell off, meaning the BMC Spectre ended up in 8th place after its engine fell out, causing it to get disqualified. Since the leaderboard was constructed from 2 different episodes this time, it was quite difficult to figure out where the cars placed themselves. I had to watch the footage very closely side by side, but I think I managed to get the results correctly in the end. And that's all the cars for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it and see you in the next one. Goodbye.